Alrighty, let's get to business. Okay, let's talk about this quarter one. I'm your girl Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. Welcome into my space. We are streaming in a couple of different platforms: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Okay, so I definitely wanted to shout out a couple of groups that I'm in. Okay, Sisters in Business, big, huge group, over 1,200 women. I celebrate you today, but I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you today as well. Also, Black Pinterest. That's my personal group. We're a small group, about 300. If you're interested in learning more about Pinterest and how to leverage and monetize that, type in Black Pinterest in the comments, and I'll definitely add you to that group. We're about to start our free monthly sessions. They're going to pop off in the month of April. So super excited to be able to share what I know and to be able to help you grow. But let's talk about Q1. How you feeling? How are you feeling in this season of Q1? Okay. Oh, I forgot. We're also streaming inside of the private group for Black Pinterest Live. We just finished and wrapped up Black Pinterest Live in February, but the group is still thriving. People are still in there. So how you doing after Black Pinterest Live? I'm coming for you too. You're gonna have to push my foot off your necks, okay? Because I want to know what you've done with the information that you gathered from content creation for your brand culture summit. It was a free 2-day summit. What did you do with the information? Right? How did you implement? That's what I really want to talk about. So let's get into it. If you're not happy with the success that you are growing into your business, type me. Just type me. All right. If you feel like you are trying to do all the things in the world, but nothing is producing, you're not getting new clients, you're not getting sales, people aren't even checking for your social media content, I want you to type me in the comments, right? This is where we have to be very strong and fearless in asking for the things that we need in order to move into the next level and the next journey of our business. So type me. Type me. All right. If you are fearful of asking for the sale, you like telling people about your business, all the nuts and bolts of your business, but you never ask for the sale, type me in the comments. Let me introduce myself to those of you that are new to me, right? Please, if you are tracking what I'm putting down, like, follow, and subscribe on whatever social media platform that you are listening to the sound of my voice right now. I'm your girl, Paula Marie, aka, I got to change my name. You know, I got multiple personalities, aka the EbonyBizDiva. I am a visibility strategist. I help my clients to get very clear and strategic in a couple of different ways. I help them to get very clear about the content that they're creating in terms of their imaging, making sure that their imaging speaks to them and gets them into the rooms where they cannot. You can't be everywhere all the time, but your content can. And if your content speaks to who you are, your content can get you into rooms and in front of people that you cannot physically get in front of. I also help you to overcome your fear of video and how to produce video more, because video converts faster. We like video content. We like creating spaces where bite-sized content in terms of video can get you in front of somebody and get them to lean in and say, oh, I like them. Let me stay connected. Let me hit the like. Let me hit the follow, right? And also SEO. SEO is going to be the thing that helps your content to continue to meet the searches of those that are searching for you. That's important, because if someone is searching for you, but they don't know you, SEO is the bridge that's going to get you to them. That's who I am. But before I was that person, Before I was the Ebony Biz Diva, I did not know how to package all of the things that I like to do into one incredible offer or into layers of offers, right? For the same client, So you just saw at the beginning that I'm hosting a National Pilates Day event. That's because I'm a fitness professional. I've been a fitness professional for over 20 years. And what I found in being a business professional is that I can't put my fitness hat down because the entrepreneurs that I am coaching don't make time for themselves. They're gaining weight. Their health is going bad. Their stress levels are going up. It is time for you to start to add yourself to the equation of the legacy that you're building. But it didn't come to fruition all at one time. I had to focus on what is the Ebony Biz Diva really about before I even knew that the Ebony Biz Diva was the thing. I came on the scene as a strategist coach. How do I help you with these systems? That's how I started. But I didn't know how to package it in a way that got people to say, yeah, I need you. Yeah, I need you, right? So if you have these ideas of who you are, but you haven't yet figured out how to package it in a way that makes you the absolute yes, the unequivocal yes, the undeniable yes that a potential client needs to say, put me in the comments. Because sometimes you need help putting together your skill set with your offer. And I've talked to about 100 entrepreneurs over the last 60 days. And the offer for over 60% needs to be stronger. Your offer is not strong enough. The offer doesn't give you the yes. There's still some doubt. There's still some pieces missing from the offer. You're too scared to deliver enough in the offer. You don't want to deliver too much. You're not asking for enough in the offer. If any of these feel like you, put me in the comments. Put me in the comments. And so all of these things can help you to feel like I'm spinning my wheels. And there was a point where I felt like I was spinning my wheels. And then but I didn't want to be taken advantage of either. I didn't want to give my money to somebody that was a fraud. You know, my Capricornism would not allow me to give my hard-earned coin. Okay, let me say that. My hard-earned coin to somebody who knew less than me. And I had signed up for a couple of lead magnets that weren't leading. Okay, the lead magnets were not leading. I signed up for a couple of free summits and free workshops that weren't working. Okay, the workshops weren't working. Okay, and I didn't really get enough content to be able to move the needle on any pieces of my business. So finding someone that you believe in is super challenging. It's super challenging. Let me type something in the comments really quickly. And also I want you to understand that it's okay for you to feel that way, because I felt that way. So because it was okay for you to feel that way, I'm typing inside the comments because I'm calling all the people into the room. If you felt that way, it is more than okay for you to feel that way. And the reason why is because if you felt that way, it's because their offer wasn't concrete enough or you weren't ready. And a lot of you are coming to the table, but you're not ready. You're not hungry enough. You didn't work up an appetite. You haven't done enough due diligence in your business to be hungry enough for anything more than what you're delivering. You're okay being in that space because you're fearful of stepping into the next level. I only want to work with people that are hungry enough. And before I got my first coach, I wasn't hungry enough. I had a regular job, still got a regular job, but I had a regular job, had direct deposits because I'm a direct deposit whore. Okay. My name is Paula. My name is Paula. My name is Paula Marie, and I am a direct deposit whore. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like the consistency of a direct deposit. Remember, I'm a Capricorn. My Capricornism needs the safety of a direct deposit. But you know what trumps that direct deposit? What gives me the best joy in the world is when I get up, when I roll over and my stripe is striping. When my PayPal is paying, okay? I rolled over this morning and my PayPal paid. I was like, oh, I did that in my sleep. That gives me more joy. Gives me more joy. How to replicate that, that's the challenging piece. But it's not as challenging when you have an offer that delivers absolutely an ironclad solution to the problems that your prospective clients are walking through right now. And some of the offers, they're not ironclad. And some of you aren't hungry enough to get it there. You're not hungry enough. So I want you to understand that when you're hungry enough to get it there, then you'll be ready to step up. And that's why some of you have not figured out how to, I'm still pinging people in. I apologize, y'all. That's why some of you have not figured out that thing that's going to help you leap in and at least uncover some of the barriers that you're having to connecting you with that new client. That's important. If you don't have that, then it's going to be a hard road. It's going to be a super hard road. So I want you to understand that if you don't figure that out, if you don't move the needle, if you don't connect, then it's never going to be what you want it to be. If you're too fearful to take the next step, if you've got every excuse in the book, it's never going to be what you want it to be. There's got to be something inside of you that says, you know what, I want more. I want more. I'm ready for this next quarter to be bigger than the first quarter. I know I wasn't consistent. I know I didn't show up. I know I didn't ask for the sale. I know I didn't. I know I was stuck in my fear. I know I didn't know my offer was strong enough. I know I didn't feel my offer was strong enough. I felt that I didn't have my systems in place. I felt that I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to ask for the sale. If that's you, type me in the comments. Okay? Because you got to have that aha moment with yourself. Excuse me. If you don't have that aha moment with yourself, it will never come. And this is the mind shift that has to happen. When are you going to stop saying, I'm going to figure it out on my own? Because figuring it out on your own has cost you January, February, March. How much revenue have you made in that time frame? Figuring it out on your own. When are you going to trust that there is a system out there that will get you there quicker, that will collapse time, that will give you the blueprint to generate more revenue and to gain more clients? When are you going to figure out that you're ready and that you are deserving of the blueprint? When are you going to become uncomfortable to get the blueprint? Every entrepreneur that I work with has to get uncomfortable to get to the blueprint. Most of them don't have disposable income at their fingertips that they can just drop. They got to shift and move some things around. They've got to change things about their living conditions. They got to step outside of their box to get it. Now, when you step outside your box to get it, When you step outside your box to get it, you fight for it because you done stepped outside your box. So that means that in order for you to get back in your box, build a bigger box, you got to get it. And that's important. That's super important. So please be aware. Please be aware that you are supposed to feel uncomfortable right now. You are supposed to feel like there's something that needs to happen and I can't do it by myself. You are supposed to understand you're not supposed to do it by yourself. You are supposed to get that you have a community of other entrepreneurs that can get you there quicker, called community. There's someone inside your community that can get you there. Now I'm going to go through 3 things that I want you to really deep dive and ask yourself, because we are 11 days away. Maybe you see this tomorrow. We'll be 10 days away. Maybe you'll see this 2 days later. We'll be 9 days away from the end of quarter 1. And these are the questions that I want you to ask yourself all the way through till April 1. So no matter what day you watch this, I need you to ask yourself these questions. And if you're not getting the answers back from yourself, like if you're not answering yourself, like that's me right there. Okay. That's me. So if she don't answer these questions the way I need her to answer these questions, that means I need to change some things in quarter 2 to get a different result. That's what you need to ask yourself of you. If you don't get the answers that you want, there's got to be a shift and a change. And there's a link. There's actually 2 links. There's a link if you have more questions. And some of y'all don't have more questions. You just need permission. You're asking for permission. You already know you need assistance. You already know that what is written down is what you need. But for some reason, you want to sit on the fence. You want to ask permission. So I opened up a couple of days to indulge you, to give you permission, to bet on you, to invest in you, to give yourself permission to grow, to give yourself permission to be bigger, to be better, to be stronger, to be faster. I pushed some time aside, baby. I said, let me indulge the people. Let me indulge the people. Okay. So the first thing is, and I want you to be very, very clear. This is no shade to anyone, regardless of the industry that you're in. This is clarity. This is mind shift. Some of y'all got to shift your mindset. Y'all want to band-aid and rubber band your business and expect millions to come from that. And you cannot do that. I'm sorry. You have got to have strategy. You've got to have some planning. You've got to be intentional. You've got to put in some work. You've got to have some sweat roll down the beads of your forehead. You've got to put in the energy that you want back in terms of revenue. And some of y'all ain't ready. And you're not. I'm telling you, you're not going to get it band-aiding, paper clipping, and rubber banding your businesses together. You got to get stronger in your foundations. So let's get into it. Number 1, the first question I want to ask you is, how many clients have you helped this first quarter? Don't answer me in the comments. Write this down on a separate sheet of paper. I should have said that in the beginning. Get you a separate sheet of paper, a post-it note. Write down the number of people. Is it 3? Is it 30? Is it 300? How many clients have you helped? Now, this doesn't mean your paid clients, but definitely include your paid clients. But how many people have snagged your lead magnets? How many people have been introduced to you because you deliver something for free 99 and they said, wow, if you deliver this for free 99, imagine how much you're going to deliver if I pay you. Include that number in there. How many people have looked at something that you gave for free, whether it was a workshop or a summit or just a download? How many people in communities have you helped? How many times have you been inside of community and said, hey, sis, if you go to this link, that'll get you what you were just asking for? No strings attached. Because helping that sister or that brother get to that level with that thing that you delivered may not pay you monetarily, but it connected you to somebody. It connected you to somebody. True story. I connected with somebody online, and they just asked a question. They said, you know what? I'm looking for, I can't find, I need to know. Like they said something like this. This was a few years ago, right? They said something like this. It was a few years. And I just jumped in and I was just like, oh, hey, I can walk you through that easy. All you got to do is just like, what time can you meet? I'll walk you through it. It'll take me like 15 minutes because it was nothing for me. It was absolutely nothing for me. So actually, I'm pulling it up right now. Yeah. Let me play this for you because I'm not a person that talks in hyperbole. I'm a person that talks in receipts. I love a good receipt. So let me share my screen with you. That's what the summers are for. The summers are to build. Hey, beautiful queen.
Oh, I look rough on here. I'm moving today. But I just wanted my audience to come in and hear you talk about these topics because you are bomb. Let me tell y'all something. I want to wait for a few minutes so some of my people could come in here. But Paula helped me in a matter of a day figure out some things that I really needed to get together. And I just really wanted to come on here and edify you because you're the GOAT when it comes to SEO, when it comes to Pinterest. And people need to know. People need to know that you are the go-to. Like I dabble around and I feel like I'm an SEO pro, but when it comes to Pinterest, when it comes to those automations and how to get visible online, you are the go-to. And I just needed people to know that they need to pull up to Miss Paula Marie's the Ebony Business Diva. Whatever you got going on, they need to be in attendance. That's it.
Listen, Brittany, I love you so much. Thank you so much for those kind words. See, this is why my tribe is my tribe, because we pull up on each other however, whenever. We ain't got to be all perfect. And let me tell you, you are absolutely perfect, queen, because you are moving and shaking in these streets and managing your business and your family like a true queen. So let me tell you that, all right? But let me just shout out the thing that I helped you with in terms of email marketing. We're going to talk about that inside of the system summer school, because I think it's important for people to understand it don't take a lot of money to do the things that you need to do in order to be able to create these funnels that you can use. And I'm also trying to get people set up for Black Friday because they ain't ready. Listen. I was doing a live on Instagram and she pulled up on my live. First thing, I had to be out in them streets for her to even find me in these streets. So I was promoting, okay? And she just pulled up. I had no idea she was going to say that. She had a question about a system. It might have been ConvertKit. It might have been, I don't know what it was, and she had like a specific question. And I was like, girl, all you got to do is just click here, click here, click here. And then you're good. And but she couldn't find that piece, right? I just helped her with the piece. I just said, hey, let's go live one day. Give me 15 minutes. I'm going to show you how to get it in. And that was it. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't sell her anything. I didn't upload. I did not like upsell her, downsell her, none of that. Right. And that's what I got from it. So sometimes when you just deliver your excellence and you deliver your skill set, when you deliver your excellence and you deliver your skill set, let me say that again. When you deliver your excellence and you deliver your skill set, you will attract your tribe automatically. And not only will you attract your tribe, but your tribe is going to be there for you to speak about you and for you when you are not in the room. I've had it happen to me tons of times. So how many clients have you helped? Right? Because there's got to be some goodwill and some intention behind everything that we do. We want our clients to do well. We want our clients to be successful. We want our clients to in turn be able to share their expertise, their superpowers in the world, so that they can pay it forward so others can be successful as well. So how many clients have you helped in this quarter, in this season? Was it 3? Was it 3? Was it 30? Was it 300? Was it 3,000? Come on with it. Let's be clear. We only got a couple more days for the end of Q1. What have you done, in my Janet Jackson voice, what have you done for your prospective clients lately? I'm not even a Janet Jackson fan, but what have you done? And how can we get you to break from that? How can we get you to kick down the wall that is keeping you from showing up in your superpower to help transform more lives with your superpowers and your super gifts? If you're ready to help more clients next quarter than you did this past quarter, type me in the comments. Good question. Now, has your visibility grown this quarter? Are you showing up in front of more people this quarter? Let me know. I love this question because some of us are too fearful to show up. This is where I'm about to put my foot all right here, right here. You should be trying to catch your breath right now because some of you are not showing up. You're not showing up. How has your visibility grown? How many more people know about you this quarter than they did on December 31st, 2023? From January the 1st, which is my birthday, by the way, from January the 1st to this moment that you're listening to the sound of my voice, right? How has your visibility grown? Are you showing up on your platform more? You going live more? Because you know you have the capability to go live. Are you going live more? Are you showing up outside of your platform? Are you doing more podcast interviews? Are you collaborating with other people in their spaces and showing up in front of their audience? All right. That's the OPP factor. Are you showing up on other people's platforms in order to grow your visibility? Right. And are you showing up when you're asked? When someone says, hey, you get to show up, are you like, okay, when? Are you like, say less? Are you stuck? Now, I'm talking to my sisters in business on this one because inside of this platform, there is a spot every week for an entrepreneur to show up. And it's crickets inside of this community. It's crickets. There is an open platform of over 1,200 entrepreneurs that you get to say, hey, I want to show up and do a 30-minute live and share my expertise. And it's crickets. Yeah, I'm talking to you. 1,200 entrepreneurs. So it leads me to think, what stages of entrepreneurship are we in? And it's okay if we're not at a certain stage. There's room to grow at every level. Millionaires are trying to get multiple millions, and they're trying to get to the ever loving billionaire status. So there's levels for us all to up level. If you just have an idea in your head and you're inside of a group for inspiration and knowledge, that's okay too. But for you that have the expertise already, you could be showing up in front of a community that just don't have it. They could be your next client. They could be your next person, but you're too fearful to show up. So showing up when asked. And sometimes don't even ask. Don't wait to be asked. You ask. I showed up, the creatress, Saida Murphy, is a creatress. She calls herself the creatress. She works with content creation, and I was inside of her platform. She was super, super consistent when I met her. Meaning during COVID, I had the consistency to be in her platform all the time. So when she showed up all the time, right, I was able to see what she was doing, and I wanted to be more present in what she was doing. So I scheduled a meeting with her, and I asked her, I said, hey, I think that your community would really benefit from understanding how to leverage and monetize the platform of Pinterest. Because number one, it's a free platform. And number two, most entrepreneurs don't know how to leverage it for their businesses, but they do use it for their personal. So there's a disconnect because their counterparts of other demographics are killing it on Pinterest. They are leveraging, they are monetizing the platform. They are growing their leads. They are growing their revenue just on a free platform. And our community, your community, should learn how to leverage that. I would love to be able to do a 30-minute workshop inside of your community. I didn't wait for her to ask me. I stepped up and I asked her. And she was like, okay. She was like, okay. So inside of a community that most communities won't even allow you to share what you're doing. Part of their rules is no spamming. No spamming, no poaching. What does that mean? That means you can't share links. You can't share anything about your business, but you can deliver value and you can be a part of their community. And there's a finesse of how you can still connect and grow your leads from those types of communities. But most communities on this internet are built that way. I've got two of them. You can't do it. You can't. I've got a whole community on wellness retreats for Black women. Do you know how many people are inside of that are travel agents? And they want to share their stuff so bad. But it's my community that I'm building. I'm building a community that's also helping Black women to understand and get over the mindset of putting themselves last on the list and putting themselves first on the list. I'm creating a community that's interested in the next retreat that I'm working on because my current retreat to Curacao is sold out and has been sold out for 7 months. Like house is full. And we don't go till June. It's been sold out since September. Yeah. So I'm cultivating those types of communities for me. So you can go live in my group and talk about your thing. But in Sisters in Business, you have an opportunity to do that. And it's crickets. No one is leveraging that platform. And I will tell you, the person that's going to be your biggest supporter, that's going to be your biggest client, that's going to be your highest paid client is the quiet client that's watching you. They're watching to see how you show up. They're watching to see if you're showing up on your platforms, if you're showing up outside, if every time they turn around, you're showing up somewhere, if you're connecting and collaborating with other entrepreneurs that they're also watching. Are you showing up? And some of y'all are waiting for your potential clients to show up first. And you got to be fearless enough to show up first. Be the leader that you were born to be. So the second question, how has your visibility grown? How many more people you got on your email list? Do you have an email list? And if you need help with the visibility piece, if you don't have an email list, definitely type me, because we need to get some things together. Okay, systems are paramount. But if you haven't grown your email list, put me in the comments. If you're fearful of showing up because you don't know how, put me in the comments. And this is for hashtag replay as well. We're talking about Q1, and this is our Q1 analysis. Okay, when I do this after the quarters periodically, because sometimes we got to call a thing a thing. And I know we want to be on these social media streets, perpetrating and acting like we're business owners, but really numbers don't lie. So all of these are numerical numbers. Like all of these questions have a number attached to it, and the numbers will never lie to you. So the first thing that I'm asking you, ask yourself these 3 questions. Write the number down, right? And ask yourself how happy you are with the number. The first question was, how many clients have you helped in Q1? How many clients have you helped? What does that look like? All right. What does that look like? Does that look like paid clients? Of course. Okay. How many paid clients have you helped? And how many people have paid you money in Q1? Let's let's go all the way to the dirt with it. How many people in communities have you helped? I just shared a video of someone that I helped inside of a community. It wasn't even my community. It was someone else's community. We were both members inside of that community, but she needed help on a specific thing. And I hit her up and I said, hey, I'm going to DM you. Let's get on a Zoom or a FaceTime for like 10, 15 minutes. I can walk you through it real quick. I just showed you the video. If you want to see what that client had to say, rewind. Lead magnets. How many people have you helped do the free stuff that you've given? Whether it's a workshop, whether it's a summit. I'm going to tell you right now, I helped at least 65 people in 2 days with my summit. We're not even talking about the number of people that have jumped on the workshops that I have on Eventbrite. We're not even talking about the number of people that have downloaded my lead magnets on Pinterest. We're not even talking about the number of people that have watched my videos on YouTube. I just threw some nuggets at you. I hope you caught them. I hope you bent down. I hope you picked them up. Okay? So quantify how many clients you've helped in this quarter. And if you want to help more, if you want that number to double or quadruple, if you want that number to skyrocket in Q1, type me in the comments. That means we need to give you some strategy. That means that there's some blueprint that needs to happen. That means you got to trust that there is another way and that we can collapse time with strategy. Yeah. The second question that I asked you, if you're just joining in, is how has your visibility grown? What does that look like? Right? How often are you showing up on your own platform? How often are you showing up outside your platform and other people's platforms? How are we leveraging OPP, other people's platforms? How are we? Are you showing up when you're asked? Number 3, this is the last one, y'all, but this is a big one. Are you asking for the sale? Right? Are you asking for the sale? Woo! That was a big one. Are you asking for the sale? And some of you are not. You're fearful. Maybe you don't know how. That's where the strategy and the intentionality of how you show up comes into play. But are you asking for the sale every day? And some of y'all are like, I just don't want to bother people. But you're in business. And every time you see a McDonald's, I love McDonald's. I love McDonald's marketing. I love the consistency of it. But I have not eaten at a McDonald's in like 20 years. More than that, probably. And my kids, they not McDonald's kids either. Okay. Now, Franklin is always going to go to the grocery store. He's 19. He's going to go to the grocery store. He's going to buy his food. He's going to come home. He's going to prep. because he's in that bodybuilding, working out every day in the gym phase. He's prepping his food. Why? Because he saw his mama do it. So he's led by the consistency of his mama. Your clients are going to be led by the consistency of how you market. So if you don't ask for the sale every day, because I'm going to tell you, Marshalls, they ask for the consistency every day. They do. Facebook Meta asks for the consistency every day. They want you to get that little blue stripe. They want you to be verified, right? Every day. They got something asking you, you sure you don't want to be verified? Every time you log in, right? Hilton asking for the sale every day. Every day. So what makes your business less than theirs? I told you my foot was going to be on your throat today. What makes you as an entrepreneur less than? What makes the revenue that you need to generate less important? What makes the amount of transformation that you're going to deliver in terms of your potential ideal clients less than anybody else that's out there as a business? What makes it less than? Because this is the mind shift that needs to happen. You bother people every day. If they don't want to hear from you every day, they're not interested in what you got to deliver. If they're not interested in what you got to deliver, they need to unsubscribe to from your email list. You pay for that list. You pay for the number of people that are on the list. You don't want a dead list. You want a list that's engaging. You want a list that when they see your email, they like, oh, let me see what Paula got today. What is Paula talking about today? She always got something that she's giving. She's always helping me to get over a hump. She's always speaking into my needs and my wants for my business. You want them to want to open up your post. When they see your name in the notification thread, because they scrolling, when they see yours, they open it. You don't want them to scroll past you. Now I scroll on my notifications. I'll have like 15 notifications. I'm scrolling. My time is valuable. I'm going to open the ones of the people that are important to me that I want to see. What you post today? Let me get into it. What you talking about? Okay. If you don't have that type of reciprocity in terms of them even being interested in your content, then you have the wrong people that you have in front of you. And that may need to change. So if you feel like I don't have the right people in front of me, type me in the comments, especially #replay, type me. If you're not asking for the sale every day because you're fearful, type me in the comments. If you don't have a call to action on every post, type me. If you don't have a call to action in your emails, type me. And not just some emails, every email, every post. You are asking for the sale every day. I don't know if my potential client is going to log in on the day I ask for the sale. So I can't pick and choose what day and time I'm going to ask for the sale, right? I know that my prospective clients are going to log in at certain times that's convenient to them. That means I have to be consistent and show up every time and ask for the sale every time in every single way I show up. That means every post, that means every video, that means every email, that means every comment. I am asking for the sale subliminally or literally every time I show up. And I am showing up consistently in the way that I need to so that my prospective clients know I'm serious about my brand, I'm serious about my business, and I'm serious about your transformation. Because they're not going to spend money on you if you're not serious about that transformation. And if you're asking for the sale every blue moon, honey bunches of oats, you are not serious about your transformation of the clients that you are serving. I only spend my money with people that I feel are going to get me to the promised land. I literally just signed up for 2 different programs this week. Moved some mountains. I moved some mountains to get to the funds to be able to pay for my transformation so that I can deliver my goods and services, my special superpowers, my gifts to more people in a more powerful way. That's the only trajectory I'm on right now. I'm not on no other lane. I'm not on no other journey. One was a speaking intensive. Now I'm already getting paid to speak. So you would think, well, why would you pay somebody to help you if you already getting paid to speak? I want to get paid to speak more consistently. And I don't have the time to figure it out. Now, y'all already know I do a lot. If you've been here since the beginning, you already saw my name was something else when I came up on here. I got multiple businesses, okay? So I don't have the time and the bandwidth to figure it out. A coach gets you to the thing quicker. A coach gets you to the thing that you need and want quicker. That's what a coach does. Gets you to the end game quicker. You don't have to figure it out. That's what it's all about. You don't have to figure it out. There are multiple ways to get to the same thing. It's not an exact thing, right? But it is the thing that's going to help you to be able to get to the next layer. It's the thing that's going to help you get to the next piece. It's the thing that's going to help you get to your bigger sale. It's the next thing that's going to help you get to your biggest client. It's the thing that's going to help you get to where you need to be in order to show up more powerfully. So please don't think that it's an exact science. It is not. You have got to be able to show up. And you've got to be able to show up in a way that's going to help you get there. And you got to be able to show up in a way that's going to help you. So when you hire a coach, you're hiring someone that's part of your team. That person is part of your team. So we got to figure that thing out. We got to figure it out. And if we don't figure it out the way we want to, sometimes we stop. Sometimes we're like, it didn't work. I'm going to stop. Right? But you got to show up every day. You got to show up in your offers. Your offers have to be something that's going to show up every single day in every single way. Your offers are the things that show up when you're not present. You don't know who's reading your post on the 2nd day, the 3rd day, the 5th day. You don't know who's watching your video the evening after you went live. You don't know who's looking at your YouTube videos the month after you posted it. You never know what seeds you are planting when you show up. So it's important that you show up. And it's important that you show up consistently. Let me share. Let me share.
The key with getting a coach is it helps you not reinvent the wheel, right? So having a coach, they have been through the experience. They give you the shortcuts that you don't even know that you're getting, right? So yes, you can go to YouTube University. You can ask 12 people, or you get a coach, right? And the coach is saying, here's the structure, here's the steps, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And so sometimes making that investment in a coach, no matter where you're getting the coaching at, financial, wellness, business wise, really the cost comes from saving you the time. Time is money. And so going to a coach will save you time, thereby saving you money and headache.
Hey, listen, Linda. Look, I didn't say that. I did a roundtable with 3 of my previous clients, and actually 4 of my previous clients, and that was part of the conversation that came up when we started talking about transformation, transition, mindset, mind shift, where you are now in the journey, how you felt when you started in the journey, because it's important to be able to go back to your clients that you've helped to say, okay, what more could I have done? We always should ask that question. We shouldn't be fearful of that question, because that's how I'm going to grow as a coach, to make sure the next person that I touch gets more, that I deliver more, that I'm able to help collapse more time for them to be able to get to it. So you have to be able to ask for the sale every single time. Every single time. Every single time. That's why for me, when I am working with someone, I'm always asking for the sale. Like that's just who I am. I'm asking for the sale. So there's 2 links in the description. 2 links in the description. The first link is for those of you that still need some mind shifting, because you don't see any of the things that I've discussed as being big enough things in order for you to want to collapse time and want to get directly to the thing that's keeping you from multiplying the revenue that you desire and require in your business. And that could mean your offer needs to be stronger. It could mean we don't have enough automation systems in place. It could mean I'm not asking for the right thing, right? It could be I'm not showing up in front of the right people. If any of these things are your things, type me in the comments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a direct invitation to meet with me so that we can chop it up. The second link that is in the description below is the link that's scrolling underneath me, right? Scrolling underneath me. To join the Problem Slayer Academy. There are 3 levels of this academy, because I've realized in my coaching that most of you feel like you're at a level that you're not really at. And it's difficult for you to get to the transformation because you're not getting all of the foundational things you need to be able to elevate to the next level. So there's 3 levels inside of the Problem Slayer Academy. The Problem Slayer Academy is my academy where we slay the problems of all of your entrepreneurial things that are popping off, right? And the doors are now open. It is a community that I've built, and it encompasses a multitude of different courses. This next course that starts in April, remember, you got to ask for the sale, right? The next course where we start in April is the Culture Content Creation Collab. That's a lot of C's, right? I'm working on my alliteration game, because we just finished the content creation for your brand culture summit. How do we cultivate this culture inside of our brand that attracts the right people to us? Some of you don't have that type of energies permeating from your brand. That's why you're not getting to the people that you need to. It is a quarterly program. A quarterly program. There's 3 pockets or buckets that you can fall into. There's track 1. That's for the new entrepreneur. The new entrepreneur is going to be the entrepreneur that hasn't really generated revenue yet, doesn't have systems in place yet. You're still using Outlook when you need to be having a whole CRM, automate that. You don't know how to deliver things on automation. So we got to do some foundational things before we can even get to content. And if that's you, this is where you live. So if you feel like that's me, type me in the comments, because this is where you live. You live on Conception Corner. We gotta firm up the concept of your business and the systems. Then track 2 is going to be your content cultivators. Now you already got your systems in place. You've been in business a while. You've also proven proof of concept, which means that your offer is rock solid. You're very clear on that. You just need help generating the content. You like, yo, I need systems to be able to generate this content because it's moving at a pace that I can't keep up with. I don't have a strategy. I don't have a system for that. And my content is not attracting my clients. If that is you, type me in the comments. The third category is, listen, I got the systems in place. I got the content creation in place. I already know who my tribe is. I just don't want to create it myself. I'm ready to outsource my content creation. And if that is you, type me in the comments. You're going to fit in one of these buckets. Now, do me a favor. If there's a bucket that you don't fit into, if you are not a brand new entrepreneur that just doesn't have their systems together and you don't fit in track one, and if you're not the entrepreneur that wants to learn how to drive content that's going to drive attention, likes, clicks, and follows to their static content, their video content, type in me. And if you're not the person that just wants to outsource the content, you just want somebody to create the content and deliver the content to you, or even deliver and automate the content. If none of these three buckets are you, tell me what bucket you belong in the content. Indulge me. These are some of the other things that will happen. It's going to be 12 weekly coaching sessions. Those sessions will be inside of the portal for you to review on replay. You've got one private session with me. Private, one. And then there's discounted rates if you feel like you need more. Monthly co-working sessions, because I know that you're not going to have the time. You just don't have the time. So we got to put it on the calendar. I'm going to put it on the calendar for you. We have monthly co-working sessions, right? Now, these are going to be for anybody who wants to just come in and work on the things they want to work on. However, it's going to be paid for everyone outside of this. It's going to be included in your sessions. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this, even hashtag replay. We're going to develop what your 2024 looks like from beginning to end. So from this point now, Q2 to December 31st, we're going to strategize and develop that thing. So get you a calendar. Go ahead and order you a calendar from Staples now. Get you one of those big desk calendars, okay? Because you're going to need it. We're going to work on your SEO strategy. There's a whole training for that. There's a content creation class. We're going to develop and work on the different types of content creation. It's not going to be just one session because you need to be able to implement practice. We're also going to be working on how to hire and work with a virtual assistant. You're going to learn how to build a perfect funnel, because in order for you to get leads, you got to have a funnel. For order for you to get the sales, you got to have a funnel. The funnel is the journey that a client makes from the time they see the offer to the time they either land on your email list or pay you for your offer. We're going to talk about online systems. We're going to talk about email automation systems and so much more. There's also bonuses that come with this. So the System Summer School is something that I created, and the summer is right around the corner. The System Summer School focuses on 4 different areas: your lead generation, your cross-selling, and your upselling. How do we upsell to add and pad more dollars to your offer, right? Your email, your automations in general, your email automation, and your SEO. So that's part of the System Summer School. Those are pre-recorded sessions that are available to you on top of what we're going to do live inside of our trainings. Also, because this is a 12-week training, this is going to end in the summer, April, May, June. July is when you need to be thinking about Black Friday. You're going to have access to Black Friday workshop. Tax tips. Even though we're going to be starting when taxes are due, we need to also make sure that we learn from our mistakes and that we are prepared for 2025 and beyond. So I'm working, and my tax professional consultant, Roblyn Graham, she's the CEO of HMC Tax and Financial Services. I work with Roblyn to get her workbook together. She had an idea in her head for years on how to put together this workbook. We put together her workbook in 30 days. She had it ready for Black Friday. She has worked with businesses and private accounts as well. You're also going to get some Afro Pilates. There's an Afro Pilates workshop in here because what I tell y'all, you can't be building legacies without making sure you're healthy and well enough and strong enough to be able to live inside the legacies that you're building, to enjoy the fruits of the labor. So I want that for each and every one of you. We're going to plan your powerful business year. Remember, I said this up here. I said this up here that we're going to actually work on building your entire 2024. We're going to develop it from April to December 31st. Get your calendars together. We're going to map everything out. And then you're going to get access to the Pinterest one-on-one replays. This is a replay that it's absolutely free, and it gives you access to Pinterest, how to build that business Pinterest account, and what's important in leveraging it, right? Because it's important for you to understand that there are many different avenues for you to show up on these social media streets. So you don't have to show up in just one way. You can show up in multiple ways. We don't have to show up in multiple ways all at one time, though. Not at all one time. And then if you don't believe that I am who I am, baby, not only do I have written, I got video testimonials to let you know that Paula Marie ain't new to this, but I might be new to you. And that's okay if I'm new to you. Let's become friends. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you're watching me on right now. I've got frequently asked questions, and I'm actually going to add 5 more frequently asked questions to this list. So this list is always building, growing. Once I get a question that's not on here, I add it. That's a nugget for somebody. That's a nugget. So go to your FAQs first before, because the answer to your question is probably in the FAQs. But listen, if you go through the FAQs, you still got a question. It still ain't mathing for you, right? You still need to be, you still don't feel like your business is deserving of collapsing time. Then I want you to click here. And I want you to schedule a time to have a 15-minute session with me. Ask your questions. I'm here to listen. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I got a whole landing page right here to convince you that this is what you need in order to get more clients, to get more intentional clients that want what you're delivering, and to help you to show up more powerfully in terms of your content in the next quarter. I've answered all the questions. This call is for me to listen to what questions did I not answer. If you ask me a question that's on this landing page, I'm going to go to the landing page and I'm going to say, well, we answered this question right here, sis. Did you have an opportunity to digest it? Let's break that apart. Because I understand when you just need more words. It's okay. Let me tell you this. I got all the things for you. You've got Klarna, you've got Google Pay, you've got Affirm. Cash App Pay is on here. Afterpay is available for some. You can see it's available here. And then you can go through your bank account if you don't want to swipe a card. So everything is available to you because remember, you got to ask for the sale. So for those of you that are ready and you like, yeah, I'm ready to start. We're going to start in mid-April, right? We're going to go all the way into mid-April to May to June to July. The last session, I'm going to be teaching from Curacao because that's my retreat is in Curacao. So I'm going to be teaching from there. So if you know, okay, I need help. I'm ready. What you just put down, I want to pick up. Go ahead and click the second link that's in the description. It's scrolling underneath me, www.problem-slayer.com. Go there, pick the payment plan that you need, pick the track that you fall into. Now, if I start working with you in your intake session and I find that you're not really track 2, you really need to be a track 1, I'm going to drop you down. And I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to need you to drop down to track 1 because you need more. It is a higher level investment, but you're going to get a higher level plan, higher level strategy. Your business is going to be built for it. If I meet with you and I'm like, you know what, I really think you need to be in level 2, you get that as well. So please be intentional about the track that you're on, but I'll also walk you through those spaces as well, because I want you to be the most successful. Your transformation is pivotal for me as a coach to validate who I am and what I do, who I serve. I don't think y'all heard that. Without you, I cannot. So click the links below. Listen, I'm out of here, but I wanted to make sure that I talked to the people, and I wanted to make sure that we had some time where we were very clear and intentional about where we are, where we need to be. Ask yourself these 3 questions, right? And if those 3 questions, if there's a me inside of any of those 3 questions, if you're not where you want to be, type me in the comments and jump inside of the culture, content creation, collab, because quarter 2 got to be better than quarter 1. That's it, and that's all. All righty. It's your girl, Paula Marie, a.k.a. the EbonyBizDiva. I will see you later in these internet streets. All righty. Peace.